Hello folks, this is the Roaming Casual back again. This time we're going to be leveling a little bit in World of Warcraft Shadowlands, which is the retail version as opposed to the classic version. As you can see, I recorded this early. I'm planning to be spending Christmas with family and friends and such, virtually obviously this year, but I wanted to go ahead and get this recorded so that it could come out on Christmas in case people wanted to watch it. So this is the new version of Roma, who is going to be living in the retail version. She is also a night elf. She's druid. I tried to make her as close to the same as I could. I did use a few of the new character creation options, so she has a little bit more jewelry. She has leaves in her hair, but other than that, she's mostly the same. I think I did pick one of the new skin tones for her, but other than that, I chose to start in the normal starting area, as opposed to the new level 1 to 10 starting area that came out with Shadowlands, just so we can get a direct comparison, and we'll see how this goes. Loading, please wait.
Fatality!
Oh, that's not good. I do have add-ons running for this one, which is what the fatality sound was for.
After years of imprisonment within the Emerald Nightmare, Archdruid Malfurion Stormrage has finally returned to the mortal world. Reunited with his love, Tyrande Whisperwind, Malfurion endeavors now to heal the corrupted world tree Teldrassil and rejuvenate the spirit of the Night Elf people. Yet as the great cataclysm shakes the boughs of their colossal tree, the Night Elves brace themselves against the coming storm. As war and destruction close in from all sides, it falls to Night Elves like you to stand strong and protect the enduring legacy of your people.
As you can see, it is Christmas time in Azeroth. Alright, let's see if we can get some things dealt with. Turn on auto loot. I don't know why that doesn't default to on, to be honest. Maybe that's just me. That's probably fine. I won't need that, assuming bartender's working. So I'm using add-ons for this one mostly because I honestly am not a fan of the new UI, and I would prefer to sort of have a bit more control over it. I'm running Classic without add-ons just because I want to get a very vanilla experience. But I do not have similar feelings for this one. Just get that locked down. We've got our little SCADA window over here. Is there anything I need to put on my bars I don't already have? Shadow Meld is there already. None of these are clickables. And we have Wrath. Okay. I'm gonna move Shadow over there.
Peace be with you.
And we are once again murdering Night Sabers, although this time not Thistleborers. I suppose that's good. Excuse me, other person. As you can see, we have much fewer mana problems in the current retail. Our bar effectively does not go down even if we chain cast, which makes it a lot easier to sort of act like a caster. We also don't have defense and weapon skills anymore, so we don't have to worry about leveling those up. We get our training gloves. Now, I do have access to some things that I'm not planning to use. Like if you come over here and look in collections, I have heirlooms, which would give me some bonuses. Obviously, they're not fully upgraded because they don't go to level 50. But I have them, I'm just choosing not to use them in this case. Got a lot of toys, I might use some of those. Mounts, pets, that sort of thing. Speaking of which, I could pull out my favorite pet, but unfortunately it sings kind of randomly, so I probably don't want to put that on stream. Or, not stream. I'm not streaming. On video. Alright, once again we have been sent over here to kill the Grell. As you can see, our mini-map is a little bit different. We now have highlighted areas where things are supposed to be to tell us where to go to accomplish whatever quests we're on. We also have a quest log over here. It's not just the current quest we're getting updates for, it's I think it's up to 10 quests. And we can go into the journal and decide which ones show up on that log. I don't know why I'm bothering to hit things with the staff. I don't have to do that on this one. Also, it's a little silly, obviously, to have a DPS meter up for a level 1. I'm doing a whopping 9 DPS. Yay. But I do like to keep it up just in case I end up in a group or something, so that I know sort of what my place is in the group. Like, am I performing as well as the other DPS? Am I performing better? Am I performing worse? And that way I know when I need to like sit down and try to improve what I'm doing, or if I'm actually doing better than the people I'm grouped with, so it doesn't really matter. Jog, jog, jog. So we are level 2 already, and we automatically got Moonfire while I wasn't paying attention. You don't have to go back to the class trainer in Retail WoW. It just automatically appears on your bar when you reach the appropriate level. And we have new pants. Which we can't see because we're wearing a robe, but that's normal. And some of the quests were shifted around so that they're in, I guess, more convenient locations. So that there's more of a, I guess, a progression of where you're going. We also didn't have to go talk to our class trainer, because class trainers are sort of extra at this point. They're useful for certain things, like the mage class trainer will let you switch between different ways of making your teleportability work.
I am honored.
Okay, and then this is the collect the flowers. But we don't have to get the mushrooms or the spider bits. But yeah, so things have been made a lot more streamlined, I guess, so that there's less running back and forth. Which is good. It's convenient. And they've removed like the previously when we went to the trainer, there was like rank 1 of a spell, rank 2, rank 3, and now there's just the version of the spell you have. You don't have multiples. Oh, we leveled again. See? I'm not even noticing.
Goddess bless you.
Okay, and now we need to go to the cave to do the spider thing. We'll meet the dryad here at the cave entrance. Whenever she decides to come up here. I believe people were probably having some trouble completing this solo, just because you can get sort of overwhelmed by the spiders. So they gave you a buddy to do it with. I'm not sure what that person is doing, but if it makes them happy. So yeah, she summons little plant things that help you fight. And also roots them in place so that they can't chase you down. And I believe she may also heal you if you're taking damage, although obviously right now I'm not taking damage, so I don't know. And I leveled again. See, I'm just not even noticing that that's happening. Okay, there's that. A couple more spiders.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Did not mean to click on you, lady. I'm not sure what you're doing. You seem very confused to me. As you can also see, things aren't graying out when they're attacked by the other person. They've sort of removed that so that now multiple people can attack the same creatures and still get quest credit. And this person in front of me has a little star next to her name. That means that she's not actually on my server. She is a visitor from a different server, or I'm a visitor from a different server, depending on how you want to look at it. So I could group up with her even though we aren't from the same server. And I believe that was done to sort of help with population imbalances and issues.
Hi.
Alright, let's get balance restoration, nothing. I'll actually get the dagger on her. Then we get the new quest, and we equip our new dagger. Take that out. And our little buddy pulled aggro for us. Pick that up.
Is there trouble?
And we talk to her and we get... I don't know if I want the cloak over the belt. I don't have a belt. I think I'll get the belt. And then we need to talk to someone. And then the person pulls again, and we get instantly teleported, so we don't have to walk back out through the spiders. And we can complete that quest. And then she gives us the vial that the other person gave us at the end of the area. We're going to go ahead and do this because what took us an hour to do last time has taken us about 16 minutes. So we're level 4, whereas we were level 5 last time. But we're also clearly progressing a lot faster. So we're going to go stand here and do this. And this guy will give us some exposition if we want to stand around and listen to it, which I'm not really feeling a desire to do right at the moment. Sploosh. Head back over here.
The loon be with you.
Okay. Now we're supposed to go to the next area.
Goddess watch over you.
And also, that's a terrible spot. Where is... There's bartender. That should be the stance bar. Maybe it's not the stance bar. I thought it was though. It's enabled, but it doesn't seem to want to let it move. Click to toggle the lock. There we go. It is the stance bar. So I don't know why it didn't want us to be able to move it around. Perchance let us change the size. No, it doesn't look like it. Oops, wrong thing. So it won't let me edit the stance bar. Huh. I wonder why. There's a vehicle bar, there's a few other things. Oh, we'll fix it later. So now we have our cat form at level 5, which obviously was not true for our, I'm just going to close that, for our classic version. And yeah, so this is our night elf cat form, although we're kind of in the grass, so I guess I'll come over here. And we should be able to actually adjust it. Oh, we actually do have to go up there to give him the vial. Okay. But we should be able to adjust what our cat form looks like at the barbershop. Whereas for classic, it's based on the hair color that you picked. And all of the cat forms, for Night Elf at least, look like this. They've got the same markings, etc. It's just their coloration that changes, and the coloration of the little gemstone on their collar. Nope, not there. Further upstairs.
I'm listening.
Alright, so we give him the vial, he gives us a tunic, and he sends us on to Dalinar. And he also gives us a slow fall, because nobody really likes going up and down the really long ramp, so they eventually gave us slow fall so that we could do things like just jump off the side. Because honestly, people were doing that anyway. And we get an achievement for that. Alright, so we got that. And should probably go sell because we don't have a whole lot of inventory room.
I am on.
Alright, don't need our novice's robe anymore. I don't need the large venom sack, the healing herbs, or the pants. Alright, so we've got our quest item and our hearthstone, which I have not put there. Okay. So now we've got easier access to that. Cat form moves a little bit faster than normal night elf form. And I'm thinking I may go feral, which basically means specialize in cat form. So I'm not quite sure yet. Cat form is sort of a roguelike class, whereas the bear form is a tank. We don't have that yet. And you also have restoration and balance specializations, where restoration is a healer who doesn't actually get a form, and balance is a damage dealer, like a caster damage dealer, that gets moonkin form, which is sort of it's sort of like an owl bear that's more owl than bear. Kind of a strange looking thing, to be honest. But so we're gonna head this way. We'll stop off by this guy and pick up his quest. Assuming he talks to us. So, Nightsaber fangs, owl feathers, weapon spider silk. Just test out slashing the bugs. So we're looking for nightsabers and... Oh, no, that's another spider. And owls. And because right now we're in cat form and we're a rogue class, we have combo points up here. Unfortunately, we don't have any combo point spenders, but as you attack enemies, you gain combo points, and you can spend them to do larger damage attacks or bleed attacks and that sort of thing. Alright, if I was an owl, where would I be? He had a feather, but he didn't have the right kind of feather, of course. There we go. There's another owl over here. Again, not the right kind of feather. Oh, no, that's not the kind of owl I'm looking for. And now there's a spider beating me up. Great. Alright. Owl first. Oh, out of energy. You can't spam abilities quite as much as a raid class, just because their energy bar, they get less energy, obviously, than casters get mana, and it runs out a lot faster, but it also regenerates a lot faster. So. Don't have kitty stealth yet, unfortunately.
You again?
Alright. Get another bag, which is always nice. Then we can head over this way. And if I remember correctly, somebody over here is going to yell at us for having done that quest. Because he's actually an enemy of the Night Elves. There's also a Blingtron out here. So players craft these, and they give you a gift. Not sure what gift we got. So we got a paper zeppelin, which we can fly around. Undeliverable mail, so we can sell that for gold. And some rejuvenation potions that require level 40, so we can't do much with that.
Peace be with you.
And this is the person who's irritated at us for helping the satyr. I'm gonna run around here for a little bit collecting quests. Also unlock the Hippogriff station.
Hello.
Seek someone out in Starbreeze Village.
My goods are of the highest quality.
Sure. Thank you. And we're in a rest area, so we've got this little sleep bubble next to our name. Or next to our portrait, I should say.
Feel free to browse. A sharp eye.
Okay, get everything turned in.
I am on.
And then they want us to fill the jade vial, which is over there. Alright, so where do we need to be? Looks like most of our quests are on this side. The fell cones are all over the place. The Reminders of Home is sort of a tutorial quest that has you take the Hippogriff over to Darnassus and then take the Hippogriff from Darnassus back. You're basically running a delivery, but they give you enough money so that you can use the Hippogriff in both directions because the flight points cost money. But it's just basically like, this is how these work, this is how you unlock them sort of quest, so I'm going to ignore that for right now. And I think head over here. And we are already level 6, and we have picked up Dash, which I'm going to put on F. I don't know that we picked up anything else. Let's find out. So right now we've got Cat Form, Dash, Entangling Roots, Shred, Breath, yeah, okay, so nothing else new, just Dash. The spider's aggro radius seems kind of high right now, but okay. Fill the vial. And another ghost shows up and gives us more exposition about the Night Elves. another quest over there, the Dreamcatcher. I don't really remember accurate range being this high, but... Okay. I'm gonna come over here, pick up our Dreamcatcher, and then everything else should be taking us back, except the felt cones. We should pick those up on the way back. So the fell cones will be little sort of pine cone looking things that are on the ground with green smoke coming off of them. We're not really in the right area for them, but sometimes they spawn outside of the area, so worth having a look. Yep, and there's one right there. And we need 2 more. I'm gonna have to fight the Night Saber for this one. And there's another one on this side. Alright, so that's all 3 of those. And then we turn those in to the cedar. Oops. Oh, we'll have to wait a minute. So he gets turned into a frog, and you give him the pine cones.
Don't touch me.
But he doesn't stay that way for very long. Turn in some more quests. Pick up some new quests.
What brings you here?
You'll see a lot of people on these sort of motorcycles where they're riding around in the sidecar. The reason for that is that that's the only mount you can use at low level, because basically it has a chauffeur. It is a bit loud, not my favorite mount, but it's alright. And down here.
I'm listening.
We are level 7, and we now have a combo spender. I don't know if we've picked up anything else. Nope, looks like that's it. Alright, so where all are our quests right now? So we've got one over there that we should go ahead and do. And then we've got a couple in the cave back there, and a couple in the ruins over there. We could just run over this way. We'll probably end up pulling aggro from something on the way there, but that's okay. And inventory-wise, we're not doing too bad. Although we should probably sell when we get back. Running through the grass. Oops. Should have waited till I had more combo points. Oh well. Alright, so we get the jewel, and then we need 7 of the mystics. No, we don't need him again. It's really clear out here, almost like other people are also taking these guys out. Alright, so full combo attack. One more. There used to also be Gnarl Pine warriors out here, but it looks like they got rid of them. That or someone cleared them out before we got here, I suppose. I think I've made something angry. But it appears I move faster than it, so... Let's see, what do we get? So when we get to 8, we get bear form and mangle, so it actually has an attack. That's good. And growl at 9 is a taunt. And then we get our travel form at 10, which acts as a mount for the druids, so they don't have to use a regular mount if they don't want to.
What brings you here? Did not.
So we finished that. Let's go sell.
My goods are of the highest quality.
Okay, and everything with a little coin next to it is junk that can be safely sold off. And probably keep the eggs and the spider legs and not the feathers. Don't know if I want the venom sacs. Don't need that. I don't really need that. They're cute, but I need that. That's a quest item. And I might as well sell that because I'm not going to be level 40 for a while. Alright, so we'll go run the little cave area. And then I think that'll probably end up being it for today. Alright, so these guys are going to come back. We're going to let them do that. You two, come on. And then we're actually supposed to catch these guys with the quest item that we were given, rather than actually fighting them. Looks like somebody's been here. Probably that person who was just running off. That one. We may have to do a little bit of running around in here to get all of them. Well, maybe not. Looks like there might be enough for this. Get that one. And this guy we can't use the seeds on, so we have to actually fight him. We can't get all 5 points. There we go. And we get his head. And down here. This guy. Alright, so we need 2 more. Oh, that may have been too far off. Nope. Okay, good. Missed. Alright. The downside to using the quest item is we can't loot, so we don't get money from it. Or things to sell. Should probably heal. Okay, on the way back out.
Greetings. Goddess watch over.
Her. Turn this one into him. Some bracers. We didn't quite make it to bear form level. And we can go sell our little claws, I think? No, fangs that we picked up.
I am honored. Good luck, friend.
Okay. I think I'm gonna call it here because the ruins take a little while to get through. So yeah, so this is leveling in retail. As you can tell, it's going a lot faster at this point than it does in Classic, and we've left the area we were in Classic and moved on to the second quest hub, whereas, yeah, Classic is still back in the other area, and we still have to go collect the water for the vial and then come out here. We've got the ruins left to go, and then I think they send us down here to the lake. So we've still got plenty to do here, but I do think this series is going to go a lot faster, at least up to level 50, than I think the Classic series is going to go. So we can look forward to that. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.